YouTube, fellow truck drivers, what is going on? Man, I said I was supposed to record some videos of me doing some stuff to the truck, but as you can see in the thumbnail, I got another grill and I got some of the projector lights. So that was it wasn't that hard as far as like the grill to put on. I had some help, which is the reason I wanted to change the grill is because I don't know what you call the thing, movers or whatever the situation is. They started coming out, and then like the one of the bolts on the grill had broken. So I said, forget it. I'll just get another grill or whatever like that. So I did that. Put it on. One of the issues was what you have when you have it is they give you a screw and they give you a rubber piece, and you slide the screw through the rubber piece, and then what you're doing is you're tightening it. The grill is pulling back on the rubber and it's compressing it, right? So I mean, I tightened it down as much as I could as it pertains, because I didn't have like a deep socket to tighten it, but I got enough on it. If I had a deeper socket, I probably could have tightened it a little bit more and get the grill closer to like the front of the truck. So it's kind of like it has like a little gap, but I got it about as flush as I could get it with the shallow socket that I had or whatever like that. So that was that. I don't have like a camera and I'm recording a video, and for whatever reason YouTube doesn't let you record. Well, at least maybe because I don't have enough subscribers, but I can't change maybe something that they did, because I used to record the videos with YouTube and I could turn the camera around and stuff like that, but I don't have that ability anymore. So maybe again it may have something to do with my subscriber account. So I guess as they say, you know, if you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Now the lights, one of the interesting things about the lights were they gave you extra plug-ins. So they gave you plug-ins to essentially rewire the thing. But I just plugged it back into my regular, it was already wired up, because I was like, I'm doing this right before I'm about to go to work or whatever like that. You know, before I left out, I actually left out Monday morning, early Monday morning. So I was actually doing this like Saturday. So I said I didn't want to get in too deep. I'm plugging it up. I see that the high beam and the low beam work, so that's fine with me. But they gave me additional wiring to rewire it, so I have the ability to use the halo function, as well as the two markers on the side can be used as either marker lights, so you can use them as turn signal lights or whatever like that. But seeing as that I didn't want to deal with the wiring, I don't have all the functions. I just got the high beam and the low beam, but I can tell dramatically there's a big difference. There's a big difference because previously I would have to ride around basically in order to I can see, because I have good vision, but if I didn't, the lights, you essentially have to ride around with the lights on bright. So that was an issue. So I got that rectified. But what I'll probably end up doing, because when you mount it, I was looking at the way they were mounting it on the video, because they have a video that you can watch, and the lights are trucks, accessory lights. So you have to, you can drill like some holes back into your light opening or whatever the situation is, and you have more screws to put in there or whatever like that to hold it. So I couldn't get but 4 screws to line up, and those were the 2 on each side. So I got those 2 to line up. So what I probably end up doing is I'm gonna take the back cover back off on the back, loosen the screws up enough to take it back off. And what I'll probably end up doing is either I rewire it, or more than likely I'll probably get somebody else to rewire it, because I'm not I wouldn't know where to begin as far as plugging the stuff back up, because I only have like I have 3 wires, 3 prong wires, and I got 2 prong wires, and I wish I could show y'all what I'm talking about. But if y'all have a classic or whatever the situation is, y'all know what I'm talking about, if you ever had to unplug the lights or take the back bucket off. But the set that they send you has about 4 wires on it, and then they give you two extra wires. So I'm assuming all that goes into what you want to call it, the functions, using the halo function. So if you don't have your headlights on, I got a button in here where you can flip the lights up, and that'll be your regular lights, and you can flip them down, and then it's kind of like your running lights. So I'm sure, obviously, it's a wire that runs into all that. So you find that wire, tap into that wire, and you can do that. And that's kind of, I guess that's kind of a fault with having an older truck. It's really hard to find like wiring diagrams for stuff like that, so you can tap into what it is that you need. But I'm satisfied with the lights. I want to get a bumper next. And when I got my grill, and I don't know who's at the fault. I don't know if it's the place I bought it from, which is Rainey's, or it was UPS. I don't know who's at fault. But the box was open. Screws were missing. I literally had to go to Ace Hardware to get to get the remaining screws. Luckily, all 4 of the rubber pieces were in there, which I probably could have used some of the older rubber pieces that I took off. But all 4 of them were there, so I had to get new screws, and all the washers were there. No, I didn't. I had to get some more washers. I ain't have but 1 washer, and I had 1 nut. So I had to go get more washers, more nuts, and then I only had 1 screw. So I had to do all that. So I was very disappointed in the way that it was shipped, because stuff was missing, and the grill had a slight bend in it. But I said that's not that big of an issue, because once you screw it back in, it'll, you know, the pressure will make it straighten itself back up. So I wasn't too bent out of shape about that, but I was really bent out of shape about the screws and stuff missing. I really was. And I was gonna order the lights from them as well, but I said no, because if it's a situation where the lights are broken or something like that, you got the whole return policy and all this stuff like this. And I said, I ain't gonna worry about it. They got the lights for sale over at the Freightliner place. So I'm just gonna go over there and buy them from over there. They'll save me some money on shipping. And so the guy kind of cut me a deal. He gave me about $20 a piece off of both of the lights, because he says, like, you know, like nobody really buys them, because obviously these lights only fit on Western Stars and like Freightliner Classics. I don't know the multitude of Western Stars that come through there, and I don't know the multitude of Classics that come in there, but they have them on display. So and then they had like a trucks book in there. So when I get my bumper, more than likely I'll probably just order it through them and do that, and then maybe I could just get them to put it on, because I don't have a pickup truck to carry it around. So maybe they can slap it on, and maybe I can get them to rewire the lights up too. So I don't really know. I got to just kind of catch them when they're not so busy, or when I have some extra time off where I can sit around and, you know, not be worried about the truck. So that's that. But oh yeah, I stopped at a Love's. I was right outside of I had to go up to Findlay, Ohio for Wednesday, which was yesterday. I stopped at a Love's on 75, right? And it was about 8 o'clock, and I was looking at Trucker Path to see if any spots were open, because I always like to look at the history, and I kind of look at the history and say, okay, well, they normally full at this time, and they normally don't. But anyway, long story short, had open spot, pulled into the open spot, ran in to get a shower. And so you get your shower slip, and there's a door. And the door wants you to input your shower code. So you input your shower code in that door, That opens that door. Then you go to your shower, you input it again. And I said, what is this? And so I talked to one of my buddies, and my buddy saying, I mean, there may be a way for them to stop people from getting quote unquote free showers, because you go to some of these places and, you know, you may have some disgruntled employees that's like, or if you know somebody like, hey man, you know, just go get a shower, you know, number 2 open or number 3. Or a story that I heard at one of the truck stops was like, you know, you give the person $10 and, you know, they'll get you a shower or whatever like that. You know, you don't have to worry about using your points. You don't have to worry about paying regular shower prices. Get them $10 and they'll straighten you out. So that was weird. I was telling my buddy, I said, well, you know, when you look at it, so I can tell the showers is relatively, I mean, the Loves is relatively new. You can, the urine aroma is not in the air. It's not trash everywhere. The store looks relatively clean, bathrooms, all this stuff. So I don't know how long it'll stay like that. Then I think it had like a 4.5 rating on Trucker Pass. So I said, oh yeah, this one fresh off the presses. So it ain't gonna look like that too much longer, you know. But anyway, man, I'm sitting here waiting to get unloaded. Guys say he gonna come back, get back with me. So what's today? Thursday. So I'm in a pretty good area. I can, you know, get on back down the road and hopefully get in Friday. I'm a big horror fan, so Halloween Kills is coming out, so I'm gonna be ready to watch that Friday, and then Saturday watching football. And just kind of chill out. But anyway, man, y'all be safe. Y'all be safe. Y'all be safe. Be blessed.